What's up, YouTube? It's Reggie, and let's get into words. We're on Deuteronomy. Let's get into chapter 2. Let's get ready. It says, Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as the Lord spake unto me, and we compassed Mount Seir many days. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward, and you command thou people the saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourself therefore. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land, no, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. Thank you. Bless you. I tell you, see it so sometimes. It is what it is. Alright, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Why did I just read this? Okay. I will give you of their land, not so much as for foot brethren. I read that too. Okay. Ye shall buy meat of them for money. Oh my. Oof. Still early if you can't tell. Dang, I can't tell. It's all bad. That ye may eat, and ye also buy water of them for money, that ye may drink. For the Lord thy God hath blessed thee in all works of thy hand. He knoweth thy walking through this great wilderness. These 40 years the Lord thy God hath been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing. And when we passed from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, through the way of the plain by Eleph from Ezron, Gabber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And the Lord said unto me, Distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in battle, for I will not give thee the possession of their land for a possession, because I have given unto the children of Lot for a possession. The Ammonites dwelt therein in times past, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims, which also were counted giants as the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Emins. The Moabs also dealt in Seir before them, but the children of Esau succeeded them, which they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of their possession, which the Lord gave unto them. Now rise up, said I, and get you over the brook of Zerah. And we went over the brook of Zerah. In the space in which we came from Kadesh Barnea until we went over the brook Zerah was 38 years, until all the generation of the men of the host were wasted out from among the hosts, as the Lord sware unto them. For indeed the hand of the Lord was against them to destroy them from among the hosts until they were consumed. So it came to pass, when all the men of the war were consumed and dead from among the people, that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou art to pass over through the coast of Moab this day. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not meddle over them, for I will give thee of the land. Will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. That was also accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old times, and the Amorites called them Zamins, a people great and many and tall as the Anakims. But the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead. And he did it to the children of Esau, and dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims from before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead even unto this day. And Avims which dwelt in Hazin, even unto Azar the Katoriums, which came out of Kator, destroyed and dwelt in their stead. Rise up and take your journey, and pass over the river of Arnon. Behold, I have given into thy hand Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle. This day I will begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear the report of thee, and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee. And I sent the messengers out of the wilderness of Kedemoth unto the Sihon the king of Heshbon with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land. I will go along by the highway. I will neither turn onto the right hand or to nor to the left. Thou shalt sell me meat for money, for that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink. Only I will pass through on my feet. And so I passed over the Jordan into the land of the Lord, into the land which the Lord our God has given us. But Sihon the king of Heshbon would not let them pass, for the Lord God hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeareth this day. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have begot to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess it, that thou mayest inherit this land. Then Sihon came against us, and him and all his people, to fight Jahaz. And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him, and his sons and all his people. And we took all his cities at the time, and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones of every city, where left none to remain. Only the cattle we took for a prey unto ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we took. From Or, which is by the break of the river Arnon, from the city that is by the river, even unto Galilee, there was not one city too strong for us. The Lord our God delivered us all unto us. Only unto the land of the children of Ammon thou camest not, nor unto any place of the river Jabbok, nor unto the cities of the mountain, nor unto whatsoever the Lord our God forbade us. And then the speaker notes say, the Red Sea mentioned here is not the body of the water at the Gulf of Suez crossed by Israel during Exodus, but another arm of the sea between Sinai and Peninsula and Arabia. The Israelites had tried to avoid the difficult route through the mountain by penetrating Canaan from the south. When they failed, they had to go south to the Red Sea, skirt the hill country by hugging the coast, and then turn northwest through Edom's interior. When Israel encountered the Edomites, the children of Israel, they did not attack them, because the Lord had given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. Thus Israel now was not the only people given a promised land. The way of the plain linked the Dead Sea with the Gulf of Acre, and took its name from the valley that is part of the Great Rift geological fault. The children of Lot were the Moabites and Amorites, named for the sons whom Lot fathered by his own daughters, following the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot was Abraham's nephew, and it was this kinship that permitted Moab and Ammon to be treated with such favor. Ar was just a city south of the Arnon Gorge, but the name up here is synonymous with all of Moab. The giants were a giant race associated not with Moab, but with Bashan and Ammon. Their identification as Anak locates them in Canaan, particularly in Philistine areas. The brook Zerin, known as Walla Ella Hessa, flows from Edomite hill country into the southeast corner of the Dead Sea. Ammonah, the brother of Moab, born as a result of incest between Lot and his daughters, was the ancestry of the Amorites. The Capharims appear to be equivalent to the earlier Philistines of the patriotic era. They are said to have settled in the vicinity of Ezra, and elsewhere they are said to have originated in Captor, likely on the island of Crete. This was confirmed when Joshua's spies spoke with Rahab, and Josh, chapter 2, verses 8 through 11. When the Lord hardened Sihon's spirit and made his heart abstinent, it is similar to God's hardening of Pharaoh's heart before the Exodus, an act that God followed Pharaoh's consistent of hardening his own heart. Sihon's destruction, sanctioned by the Lord, must be viewed not as a cruel act, but as a means of eliminating a hopeless, unrepentant people who, if left alone, would corrupt the Israelites through it. Intermarriage and religious syncretism. So that's the end of chapter 2. How I would take this is, one, God, like I said, God always has a plan for you. The Israelites, he told them like what was gonna happen. Like he told them, hey, go here, and then he made a way. Like even though bro didn't agree, like the forgot the name exactly, but he didn't agree. And here, let me see if I can find the name. 1 second. So I'm not just speaking, so you can kind of relate it to the text here. 1 second. he says Sihon's destruction, and he ended up smiting them because they were gonna bring the people away from God, and it was very common at the time for people of the land to like try to produce with the people that were there. That's why he made it clear, like, do not do anything with these people, don't mingle with these people, nothing, like, because they're from away from God. So it's like you don't want to contaminate, I guess, because at this time Israelites were very easy to sway. Like, they would start falling with the calves. Like, it shows throughout scripture, like they fell away from God every time they were tempted, like most of the time. So he was trying to avoid that temptation, and that's why and then also they wanted to do the Israelites harm because they didn't want to give them safe passage. So already he was doing that as a way of protection from both them going into sin again, and also from them actually getting hurt by them. So it just shows that God always has your best interest in mind. I do have to go to class, so I'm going to have to wrap this video up. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope this helps. Stay blessed, and I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I will not be back tomorrow because I have the retreat. I'm going, my church retreat I'm going on. So I'll be back whenever I can because I think it's Thursday and Friday. So probably Saturday is when I'll be back. But either way, keep locking into your scripture. Keep reading. And I have a bunch of old Bible study videos, so if you ain't watched those, I'm going to link it above in the playlist. Go watch it. And if you wanted to see a scripture for the day, just go back to those old videos to watch the ones you ain't watched. Yeah, so stay blessed.